Hello guys, you are welcome to another episode of So This Happened. This is where we highlight and review stories that made the buzz recently. My name is Margaret Osazowa Efoge. Let's get right into this. So sometimes I wonder why women have to go through this much just because we exist. Now, some people will say it's because we gave Adam the forbidden fruit, but really, come off it now. Because I don't understand why the Nigerian police force will make a rule that punishment should be meted out to any woman that gives birth without a husband. Really, do you get it? Because I don't get it. So the Abuja Division of the Federal High Court ruled that going forward, the police now has powers to sack any unmarried female officer who gets pregnant. According to the judge, policewomen were already aware of this regulation against getting pregnant out of wedlock before joining the service. Now, the suit, which was initiated by the Nigerian Bar Association, came after a female officer in Ekiti, Omolola Olajide, was fired in January 2021 for being pregnant without a spouse. Meanwhile, the NBA said the police section violated constitutional rights against discrimination, but the judge disagreed. Now, Mr. Ekwe said Section 126 and 127 of police regulation spelled out to women priority enlisting in service. The judge said that 126 gives married women maternity leave, while Section 127 recommends dismissal for any woman who becomes pregnant without a legal husband. While I never too much like this, sir, please, quick question, just a little question. While you were laying emphasis on the women and their personal lives, you forgot to speak on the men. What about the male police officers that get a woman pregnant out of wedlock? What happens to them? We await your honest response, sir. If this isn't carelessness, what other name can one give to this? Babies, they say, don't know half of what they do. All they know is eat, sleep, and cry. There was even a joke about them being entitled unemployed humans, and that's because they are still evolving. And that's the duty that we have as parents to monitor them till they can do it themselves. But the story of this 15-month-old crushed to death in Delta State is really sad, I must say. Really, really sad. Pandemonium erupted when a toddler was crushed to death by a yet-to-be-identified driver suspected to be a Yahoo boy along the DLA road in Asaba, Delta State. An eyewitness who spoke on the tragic incident said the 15-month-old baby had left the custody of his mother, a POS operator, whose shop was 30 meters away from the accident scene, and crawled to the road. Now, describing the site of the accident as horrible, he said that the car splashed the brain of the child along the road. The State Police Public Relations Officer, DSP Bright Edafe, who confirmed the accident, said, yes, it was an accident. A child of 1 year and few months died. The driver wanted to enter a compound after opening the gate to the compound, not knowing that the child crawled under the vehicle, and he ran the child over. Now, the mother of the deceased shop is close to the gate. The suspect is currently in detention and investigation is ongoing. You know, this story really saddens me, because how do you carry a child for 9 months and just lose the child like this? Ma, what exactly were you doing that your child moved 30 meters away from your stand and you didn't notice? Like, I don't get it. This is wrong on all levels. I'm just too hot to even express myself in this story. Hey God, have mercy. There is this common slang that goes thus: if skin no full, hey, no put body, oh. I think I can relate it to this young man who is so sure about his result and even went as far as calling the school out on their wrong markings. Hey, this is something that most people wouldn't even dare to try because of the fear of, I will give you an F if it turns out that I was right. You know, now all those lecturers in school that year. Luckily for us, we are done. So, my fellow Nigerians, a 31-year-old former student of the Delta State University, Abraka, Mr. Thaddeus Ifeanyi, has dragged the institution before the National Human Rights Commission over the low grade awarded to him at the completion of his academic program. In the said letter addressed to the coordinator, National Human Rights Commission, Asaba, Delta State, Ifeanyi alleged irregularities in the computing of his results. To simply put it, he felt that the institution had robbed him of his marks. Now, according to Ifeanyi, he graduated the 2013-2014 academic session and was sure he had a second-class upper. only for the university to claim that he had graduated with less than 3.0 CGPA, which is relatively second-class lower. Now, his pain was that he strongly believed there was an error in the computation of his CGPA, but all his efforts to get it corrected proved abortive. Now, he went on to explain how he followed and observed due process, and since nothing seems to have been done, he decided to file a lawsuit against the university. I'm sure some of you listening would say he will soon calm down, ladies and gentlemen. That's where you are wrong, because he has told a team of lawyers to prepare the suit against the university as he is awaiting the Human Rights Commission to conclude its intervention. Meanwhile, he stated that sometime in January 2020, before the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic, himself and his uncle had gone to the school to possibly see how the issue could be resolved. He said first, they approached the sociology department and requested to see the marked 400 level script in question. But the HOD sociology department said the immediate past vice chancellor took the script away. Now, to cut the long story short, the VC who had the receipt of his protest letter ordered for his script and sent it for remarking. Sadly, whether he was right or wrong, nobody got back to him, and this caused him to write the Delta State Governor, Ifeanyi, yet nothing was done to correct the injustice done to him. My people, what do we say to these things now? Anyway, seeing as this man is really sure about his grades, I really hope, he sincerely gets his breakthrough. And I also hope for his sake that it is as he thought it would be. Because if it is not, even social media will not beg for him. We have come to the end on this episode of So This Happened. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe on all of our social media platforms. My name is Margaret Osazuwa Efogay. Bye for now.